Hey there, what's up everybody? It's Ova King here, back here with another video. Today, I am talking about my top 5 favorite Tech Skylanders. The reason I'm choosing to do top 5 instead of top 10 is because by the time I get to 10th place to 6th place, it's basically just going to be characters that I mediocrely like. I feel like doing top 5 means I can do the top 5 characters that I enjoy. Now my criteria for this is their gameplay, their aesthetic pleasing, and their figures, because their figures are one of the biggest parts. They go on display on my giant shelf with at least 200 of these things. So let's get into the rankings. First up in number 5 is a character that I actually don't own, the only one on this list in which I don't. This one more goes based off, their figure and their, aesthetics. The reason I chose Robo for number 5 is because he looks like a fun character. His kit looks amazing, and his character might be one of the smoothest, most texture-filled character in most of the game. It's actually one of the reasons I like Wildstorm's figure so much, is because of all the textures, the figure posing, and stuff like that. Also, his personality as a character is just fantastic. He's got kind of like this Irish twang to his voice and everything, and honestly, I think overall, if you can get an opportunity to get your hands on him, I'd get him. To be 100% honest, he's a character that's probably next up on my to-buy list, but I've got to fork out a few $100s for that, so that might be a few years down the line. On to number 5. Number 5, I am putting the cute, tiny little dinosaur from Trap Team. Now, Chopper, for the reasoning he's in this place, is not only is his personality as just this cute, funny little dinosaur, is not only fantastic, but his moveset is very playable, and actually, I really enjoyed just being able to shoot missiles. And then if for close range, he's got his Chopper Blade, which means he's a very well-rounded character in his moveset. But not only that, but his posing and his textures on the character are just so detailed and thorough that just having this character on a shelf or something is just an amazing sight to behold. Also, his entire body is just supported by different limbs and everything, and robotic limbs and everything. So, I think that's a really nice detail. Also, some of the teeth and the tongues. Everything on this figure is just super detailed, and it is really amazing. Next up in number 3 is possibly one of the most fleshed out characters in, personality development out of all the Skylanders, mainly because of his role in Trap Team as more of a villain. Dr. Crankcase is a really fun and interesting character. Not only that, but he's one of the only 2 characters that are of the Quickshot class and Imaginators. And even though it might seem like the Quickshots will play the same, both him and Tidepool play completely oppositely. And some of the trajectories and projectile dropping in his playstyle just makes him feel like a really real character. Even though he's not the best character in the game, like actual power-wise, he's still a very fun player to just go in and play around as. Not only that, but even with some mist painting on his legs, on the character and the model, he's still an amazing looking figure with a lot of amazing different, textures. I mean, on his guns and everything, they've got little transparent green parts. And even his goggles are amazing. Basically everything from the top half up. I mean, the torso up is amazing. And not only that, but the model for the legs, the wooden legs, are amazing. Just missing some paint. Which is something that I feel the character could have used, but he's still a fun character, really fleshed out, and just a really interesting character, especially in personality. Next up in second place is a character that would probably be my favorite Tech Skylander, or one of my favorite overall Skylanders, if it wasn't for number 1 on this list. Basically, with High Volt, he's just such a more sergeant, soldier role character. And with that, he's got a lot of interesting dialogue. But not only that, but he basically was originally going to be a light Skylander. But his moveset just so blends into both elements, it's hard to tell the difference. And honestly, I really enjoy that in this character. But not only that, but he's one of the few characters with a shield technique that just completely shoots him out of the ballpark. Honestly, I think his kit might be one of the best in the entire game. He's got his third move, his spear, where he can chuck it into the ground and use it as a beam to move around and gives him extra mobility. Sorry, I need to breathe. And then for his secondary, he's got his shield, which basically gathers energy from your enemy's attacks and then bursts him into an attack. But with this, it also makes it so he takes no damage in it until it will burst, which can screw you over at points, but still a really useful move. And then his primaries have just really good combos in between his shield and his spear, that not only is his kit and moveset amazing, but also his character design is amazing. And I feel like talking about a character from Superchargers, you've got to involve his vehicle. His vehicle looks very awesome. That's the best way I can describe it, just off the top of my head. But sadly, I never actually got the High Volt's vehicle, so I don't actually know how good it is with him. Even though I know High Volt himself is probably one of my favorite Skylanders. In the number 1 spot, I have Boomer. Boomer is actually my first Skylander. Plus, he is my favorite overall Skylander, which gives him quite a bit of leverage over some of the other Tech Skylanders. I mean, who wouldn't love a bomb-wielding troll? I mean, basically, his entire moveset is centered around blowing stuff up. He got his own entire commercial inside of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, where basically he just wants to blow everything up. Now that not only is his moveset, well, cool because it's just a bunch of bombs, it's actually really useful. Not only can you get close up and use his ground pound, but from a semi-long range, you can use his primary, which is chucking bombs. And when maxed out, I think this character might be one of the best Skylanders in SSA. Also, for some reason, he was our only troll Skylander, so I guess that does give him some brownie points. Considering characters with only like one character in their species are something more obscure like a fox or a skeleton thingamadooey. The only reason I say thingamadooey is because I'm looking at Chopscotch. And basically, among all of the Tech Skylanders and Skylanders in the game, he's just one of the most aesthetically pleasing, most gameplay pleasing, and his personality is off the chains. Basically, his personality is just straight up, he is a troll who likes to blow things up, which is a lot more discreet than what we've seen from trolls in the series before. We have had characters like Chill Bill and Threadpack, but even their personalities just felt lacking in some ways. Chill Bill is an amazing character, and I would have loved to get a figure of him. But even comparing Chill Bill and Boomer, both troll Skylanders have kind of the same obsession with their one ability being like the most OP thing, and they think it's the thing they cannot live without. And they're both kind of similar character archetypes, if I'm thinking about it. Just one takes a more insanity approach, and then the other takes a more chill approach. Thank you all for watching. To be 100% honest, I haven't been uploading on my YouTube channel as much as I would like to. Right now, I kind of got hit hard by school and a few other things that have happened over this year. And this is actually my first video being uploaded over a 2-month span, which, to be 100% honest, I think is the longest I've gone without uploading, where it's been like, I have an actual reason for not uploading other than I have no content. I'm hoping to get smaller videos like this out hopefully every once in a while, but the reason I'm able to get one out now is because the quarter is ending, actually, as of me recording this tomorrow. So it's giving me a lot of slack to be able to post a video and give it to you guys. If you guys sat through all this, thank you very much, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and I'll see you in my next video.